Nice. Hello, sword friends. We are excited to be back from our Chinese New Year holiday. And in today's edition, I'm gonna bring to you this beautiful longsword, which has all the beautiful features which I accumulated from all the feedback and the advices from all the clients who have been using the sword from Swordier. And today, I'm gonna dive into all the details, features, and the designs for this beautiful longsword. Spoiler alert, it's a 16A type longsword. And of course, I'm gonna do the cutting test to test the limitation and also the capability of this longsword. It's battle ready. So now let's just start from the overlook of this beautiful longsword. As for the protection and the fittings, it's a common language we use it, those are stainless steel. For the protection, we added a little pattern for the decoration, but more decorations right here with beautiful genuine leather and also hand stitch right there to give it a really luxurious fittings, but at a really reasonable price. And this is what we've been doing for the past years. Now, you take a closer look at those beautiful features and also, of course, those hand stitches on the beautiful genuine leather hilt right here with the slim body, wasted lines, beautiful transitions right there, and with this faceted mushroom, or you can call it scent stopper pommel right there, right? And a beautifully pinned pommel, as you can see the close up from here. Now, judging just from the crossguard, 28 centimeters, you can tell this is a really longsword. So without further ado, let's check the blade, all right? Here we go. As you can see, the blade is well protected and sucked in the scabbard very safely and tightly. Now, when I take out the blade, you will see this beautiful 16A type longsword. And now I will just put the scabbard right here. You can make a comparison and also see the look of this beautiful blade. Now, I haven't done the cleaning up. As you can see, this is really a formidable longsword, right? With the length of the blade is already 96 centimeters. You see, you have like a really comfortable grip for the hilt right here. The hilt is already 33 centimeters. The grip section is at least 28 centimeters. So either you wear gloves or not, you can fit it your two hands very comfortably and safely right there. And you will see these beautiful lines, designs, and a grip, even the riser in the middle to give you a better grip. Genuine leather to cover up on the top of the wood core. Now you see the nice transition on the hilt right here with the cross guard and also the pommel right here. And now let's take a look at the details. I know you guys have been complaining about the blade stitching right there. Some people complaining back before we used the epoxies, and also sometimes you complain about like the white space. Now, this beautiful longsword is fitted very safely and also tightly, perfectly actually, into the blade stitching right there. So you don't have to worry about like wobblings. Since it's battle ready, you're gonna use it for the practice and for the cuttings. And that's the part we make improvement. And now talking about the blade itself, the width of the blade right there is 5 centimeters. This is really a common design features for longsword from Swordier. And now the blade material is spring steel, which is really durable and very easy to do the maintenance. And this tapered as well. So from the base right here, the thickness is around 6.5 millimeter. Now all the way to near the tip right there is 3.5 millimeter. That's why when I'm talking about this sword, I love the proportion of this beautiful longsword. You have it, it has those simplicities, but it feels really good. Now, the blade without the scabbard is only 1,510 grams. For a sword with 130 centimeters length, you can control it under 1,600. That's my comfort zone when I'm using the sword for the cutting practice. All right, I'm not sure if you guys are into this weight, but I tested and also I consulted with other sword friends. Under 1,600 for a longsword, that's a pretty comfortable zone. As you can see, a beautiful fuller right here, almost like a 2/3 of the blade to decrease the weight, which is really close to the Type 16A longsword from the Oakeshott typology. Of course, when you're talking about the sword comfortableness and also the maneuverabilities, point of balance is really important. For this one, it's 7 centimeters from the base right here. Now, let's put this sword into action. All right, so before we do the cuttings on the tatami mat, let's try it out, the paper, to test the sharpness. All right, so let's see. Go from here, very smooth, right? And now we're going forward with the lower speed. Very straight lines. That means the sharpness is very good. Now I change to another edge. Still pretty good. One more time. Smooth. That means the sharpness on the blade is pretty good on both sides of the edge. Now, since I've already set it up, the tatami mat, let's see how it'll work out on the tatami mat. Nice. Basically, a triple cutting. All cut it in clean. And definitely when you cut it in maneuverable, it's a yes. 100% a yes. Now I step up to wipe off the blade to give you a close-up of this beautiful blade right after I cut the tatami mat. So basically you don't see any like a dented edge for the impact area, and it's really maneuverable when I do all the thrustings. So it's really easy since it's a longsword. It has the right proportion, and also the weight balance is pretty good when I control it, even for the horizontal cuttings and also to the multiple triple cuttings. For this longsword, as you can see, I can easily use one-handed to maneuver this, to wield this longsword. Man, I love it. This is really a good weight for me. So me personally is 185 centimeters tall, and also I'm weighted around like 82 kilograms. So for a sword like this, I feel like I'm too light to be ready on the battlefield. All right, so if I'm gonna pick one for the real battle, this one definitely gonna be in my collections. So as you roll, I always use the bamboo to test the edge rotation for the sword we have here. So let's see how this longsword is gonna work out on this drum bamboo here. All right, so this is some lead over right there, but let's see how it'll work out. I love it, very smooth, and the edge is cutting very clean. All right, so let's keep doing it. Nice. Now I change to another edge to test both sides of the edge. Eight splitting everywhere. You see that? Even cut those joint areas, but I have a few left over right there to check edge, everything. Now you see the bamboo, right? There is another part, very clean cut. You see the size, the thickness of this bamboo. I cut it like multiple times. Now, I think when I do the clean up, to see the edge rotation. All right, I cut it in both sides of the edge. Now I'm going up slowly. There's no dented edge, no back road, no chipping, and nothing. That's why I always recommend you guys to buy the spring steel, right? The edge rotation is top notch. With the right forge scale, you're gonna have a really formidable longsword from Swordier. Nice. See that? Clean edge. This basically, it goes like this. Basically, it goes like this from here. Very sharp. So, right after the tatami mat cuttings and also the bamboo cuttings and also the water bottles, some people worry about the edge rotation. Sometimes you don't see it very clearly using the hand, using your eyes. So I think the paper would be the best option to test the sharpness right after the cutting. You see, this is the part where we do all the cutting. Now I change it to another directions. Very smooth. Do you think this is the best longsword we ever produced from Swordier? Or this is some sort of it's a little bit exaggerating, especially with this genuine leather for the hilt and also for the scabbard as well. And in last time, some people asked me to do the bending test for the sword. Now, I think since we have this longsword, I think both the bending test and also the tip. Some people worry about like the reinforced tip if we did it. Well, now let's test it out. All right, so now I'm using this wood. I'm bending over basically like 90 degrees. All right, so I will just bend it multiple times. You see the tip is already bite into the wood itself. If it's not a reinforced tip right there, it's gonna backroad. All right, so multiple times, right? Now, let's check the tip first. You guys saw I already put the sword into the wood, like a bite into it. There's no backroad, it's a reinforced tip right there. And you check the alignment of the blade. I think this is the best way we can do it. It's very straight, even after I do it like multiple times, 90 degrees. Nothing happened. Now we check the stability of this sword. You don't hear any wobbling sound. It still have like a really beautiful flex strength right there, and it hold it pretty well during the cutting and everything. So basically, aesthetically, it's beautiful. And basically, I've covered all those beautiful features of this longsword. What do you think, all sorts of friends? You are more than welcome to leave your opinions down below the comment sections, and feel free to check out our website for more details, swordier.com. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything. We are excited to release this beautiful longsword type XVIa from the occasional typology. And until next time, stay tuned and stay sharp. Bye-bye.